Hi everyone. In this video, we'll be looking into a game between Grandmaster Vladimir Fedoseev and Grandmaster Gukesh from the final round of Fedoseev Olympiad 2024 between Slovenia and India. Let's jump right into the game. Vladimir Fedoseev, starting with the white pieces, go for 1 d4. Gukesh replies with knight to f6, bishop to f4, d5, e3, c5, knight to f3, knight to c6, knight on b to d2, bishop to g4, c3, e6, queen to f4, knight to d7, bishop to b5, queen to c8, rook to c1, a6, bishop takes on c6, queen takes on c6, queen takes on c6, b takes on c6, c4, f6, knight to b3, a5, h3, bishop to f5, king to e2, a4, knight on b to d2, h5, bishop to g3, bishop to e7, rook to c3, king to f7, rook on h to c1, rook on h to c8, d takes on c5, e5, c takes on d5, c takes on d5, c6, knight to b6, a3, knight to a5, knight to e1, rook to b5. So if you look at this position, after 24 moves into the game, Gukesh is having a slight advantage of minus 2.4. So the right continuation here for Vladimir Fedoseev is to push the b pawn to b4 or to b3. But instead he will play knight to d3, and this is a mistake. And after this move, Gukesh is having a winning advantage of minus 4.1, and he continues with d4. E takes on d4, e takes on d4, rook on 3 to c2, rook to e8, knight to f3, rook to b3, knight on f to e1, bishop to b4 with check, king to f1, bishop takes on e1, knight takes on e1, bishop takes on c2, knight takes on c2, d3, knight to e3, rook takes on b2, c7, knight to c8, h4, rook to a2, bishop to f4, rook takes on a3, g3, rook to b3, knight to c4, rook to e6, knight to d2, rook to b2, rook to c3, rook to a6, rook to a3, rook to c2, knight to e4, king to g6, king to g2, knight to e7, king to f3, knight to d5, knight to c3, knight takes on c7, bishop takes on c7, d2, king to e2, rook to e6 with check, king to d1, and rook to b2. And it was in this position. After 48 moves into the game, Vladimir Fedoseev has resigned the game to Gukesh. The reason for resignation is pretty much obvious. King is officially run out of moves, so if he go greedy and capture this pawn, then the match will end in one more. Checkmate. So here the right continuation to prolong the game is blocking this deadly checkmate by moving the knight to e2. The match will continue with rook to b1 with check, king takes on d2, rook to b2 with check, king to d3, and rook on e takes on e2. So here Fedoseev is forced to give away a piece to continue the game. For seeing this, Vladimir Fedoseev has resigned the game after rook to b2.